is the concept of premature death and oxymoron. So we know certain terms just don't work. Hey, I met a friendly terrorist. It's an oxymoron. So do we say premature death? Well, no. Whenever the person died, that's when Hashem wanted him to die. And it's not premature, it's exactly when it was. If it was 27 years old, that was the time for his death. And it was 95, that was the time of his death. And therefore, there's no concept of premature death. The fact is, you take a look in parshat balak. So Bilam really wants to go curse the Jewish people. Nothing new in that. It's the UN of today. And balak and Bilam from 3,300 years ago. Things haven't changed. Just the methods. And he wants to go and he says, God, can I go curse the Jewish people? And God says, Lo telech imahem. Don't go with them. Then a few psukim later he says, Telchitam, you could go with them. The Gra says that there's no change in God's heart in any way. Of course, God never changes, but it's even to think there was, it's not even a problem. Because imahem and itam do different things. Imahem means he goes with him with a sense of purpose and togetherness. Itam just means you're physically with them. And God said, don't go with them when you have the same goals as they do. Of course, he went imahem. He didn't listen to God, and that's why God was angry at him, so to speak. But then, later when the Aton is talking with him, and the whole conversation goes on, God says, imahem, go with them. So the Gra says, what's pshat? God doesn't want him to be with them in the full sense of the word. And therefore he says, the Gra, once he chose this path, Bilam chose this path. So God says, go with them in spirit and mind and attitude. That's it. And the famous Gemara, the way that a person wants to go, God goes with him. Tzaddik wants to do good things, God will help him. Rosh wants to do bad things, God will bring him along. Either allow him to do it or help him out as well. And that's what happened with Bilam. So God says, fine, go imahem in the end. In the beginning he said, don't. Just physically go with them. In the end, imahem, go with them physically, spiritually, same goal and same purpose. And now back to our original question. Person goes ahead, lives a ridiculous life, physical, spiritual life, ridiculous life, not according to Torah, mitzvahs, or any values at all. So could he die earlier than he was supposed to? Yeah. Especially if part of the irrational life, he's doing reckless things. He's overdosing on drugs, and he's smoking, doing things which cause a shortened life. And he dies of a drug overdose at 21, or lung cancer at 26. God wanted him to die, to live such a life and die at that point? I think it's fair to say he had a premature death. God certainly knew what he was doing and allowed him to go down and destroy himself, just like Bilam. Bilam had to die. The way he died, he brought it upon himself. He could have had a longer life. He had such unbelievable abilities, Bilam. He was a chacham, a wise person. He could have lived a long life and been one of the righteous Gentiles of the world. But no! And so too with us. We live a irrational life, an unhealthy life, physical, spiritual, an unhealthy life. We could end up having a premature death. I don't think it's an oxymoron according to many of our opinions. It's God wanted us to live longer, but he let us live in a reckless way, and he lets us go that way. Whether he openly helps us in that negative direction or allows us to go in that negative direction, it's an interesting discussion. But he allows us to go for sure, and we pay the price. And God would have willed us to have a longer life, but he gave us his free will, and we did something else. So therefore, Mitzvah Hashem, we should learn the lesson of Bilam and go in the right direction. Hashem give us the Siyata D'Shmaya to continue in that direction. Shalom.